Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of HealingStars.com. This is the chart for the full moon, 5th of November. It's set for London, and I use whole signs to represent the houses. And this is an extremely powerful full moon. It's known as a harvest moon, very full, and it's always the sun in Scorpio opposite the moon, exalted in Taurus. I'm using very tight aspects because otherwise you can get very lost in all the planets. You think, what on earth's going on here? And here it is. There's the sun, 13 degrees of Scorpio, in a very powerful combination with the nodes of the moon. So the sextile is a good aspect, that little blue dotted line there. That's the south node, it's in Virgo. And then the north node it's in Pisces as from January this year. The nodes take a year, about 18, 19 months to go through two signs, always opposite, and they go retrograde as it happens. And they are to do with eclipses. And we had eclipses happen in September. Now, we've got a really important connection in this chart. There's Mars just moving into Sagittarius. There's Mercury also now in Sagittarius. Mercury will go retrograde. It does that 3 times a year. Hold on. Always check things. That's the whole point about don't sign anything until you've checked it thoroughly. But it's nothing to be afraid of. Okay? And what is happening here, very importantly, is that Uranus is now retrograde. It's just about going back into Taurus. Saturn and Neptune now are both in Pisces because they both are retrograde. Neptune, you can see it 29 Pisces 42. So it's only very recently, in the last couple of weeks, a couple of days. So it's a really important combination of these two planets. They've been playing off each other, but now you can see one positive, really positive connection that Jupiter is having. Jupiter is currently in a sign of Cancer. That means it's exalted. Jupiter is the great benefic planet, great good fortune and feelings. Family is very much to do with the sign of Cancer, and it's in a really positive aspect, a good promotion aspect to this combination of Saturn and Neptune. It's really close to Saturn. So it means that we can get things done. That's what Saturn is, but it's also really important. It's about commitment. The 0 degrees is a really important configuration of planets right now. 0 to 1 degrees, basically. We've got Venus right at the top of this chart in Libra, but very soon will go into Scorpio. It is definitely Scorpio season right now. And the energy of Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. So Jupiter really is very, very important to keep the faith, to look on the bright side, to be aware of what you read or what you listen to. I'm a journalist by background. I really love journalism, and I worked on national newspapers. So I am obsessed by the news. But also, I can get quite emotional, and I'm sure that's true for many of us, about what's happening right now in the world. Pluto is very important in this chart, set for London. It's rising at 1 degree Aquarius. So you can see 1 degree Pluto, Uranus 0 degrees, Venus 28, so very close to 0 degrees, Mars is at 0 degrees. This is a lot of energy. So if you have any planet in your chart around like 28, 0, 2 degrees, then this full moon is really highlighting your chart right now. And notice, as I said, I've given really tight orbs here at 3 degrees to make that picture clear for you. Mars is also right opposite Uranus. There's Mars at 0 degrees Sag. There's Uranus. Mars and Uranus can be accidents. Uranus is, we never know what's going to happen, basically, with Uranus. And Mars opposite Uranus, be careful. Keep grounded. That's always my advice for people who've got those two planets in their chart, which I happen to have. And I do know, I think actually I've had quite a few falls in my life, and it's always when I've been distracted and not focused on the here and now. So that's my take on this full moon. The other very important planet, sort of planet, is Chiron, the wounded healer. Look at it, it's retrograde, but also Jupiter is at a right angle to it. So that can definitely be bringing up old wounds for healing. And the configuration of Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, along with that North Node, is to me very much about the energy of sacrifice, of fusion, and I am giving a masterclass on this configuration and guide you through an exercise to heal fusion. I use it on my workshops. It's incredibly powerful, a very simple technique that you can learn, and you can use it with family. Children love it, actually, by the way. So thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers of HealingStars.com.